There is a specific kind of exhaustion that comes from standing still. You watch everyone else moving forward, and deep down, you might feel stuck, lost, or a little behind in your own life. We often operate under the assumption that growth should feel comfortable, or that we should wait until our circumstances align perfectly before we begin taking action. That expectation leads directly into the motivation trap. We postpone the hard work, convincing ourselves we just need to wait for a sudden, overwhelming wave of inspiration to carry us through the effort. But the perfect time does not exist. Waiting for a flawless moment guarantees nothing except the slow waste of your own potential. Take any successful person you admire. They once stood exactly where you are right now, doubting their own abilities and wondering if they actually had what it takes to succeed. The distinguishing factor is simple. They chose to keep moving forward, even when it was difficult, and even when their conditions were far from ideal. Relying on a temporary feeling of motivation to dictate your actions is a structural flaw. It prevents progress before the work can even begin. To actually build momentum, you need a mechanical replacement for motivation. You need discipline. This comparative graph tracks both states. Motivation operates as a highly volatile system, driven by fluctuating emotions. Discipline acts as a stable, unyielding system, anchored in rigid commitment. It executes a single directive, completing small, repetitive actions every day, regardless of exhaustion or emotional resistance. This system is required at the exact moments of failure in any journey. It kicks in when progress feels invisible, no one is watching to applaud your effort, and the urge to quit is at its absolute highest. Building discipline requires making a specific choice every day, prioritizing your long-term focus over immediate distractions, and your commitments over how you feel in the moment. Applying this level of rigid consistency guarantees an immediate consequence. You will hit severe psychological friction. As your trajectory crosses the comfort zone boundary, it triggers a signal. We often misinterpret this flashing node as a warning to stop. Instead, failure functions as an integrated feedback loop. It forces immediate adaptation, providing specific data to sharpen the next attempt. Every single mistake you make forces you to adapt. Those setbacks mechanically increase your capacity and strength for the next attempt. Retreating from fear or failure offers no real protection. It simply ensures you remain paralyzed in the exact same place indefinitely. When you sustain that daily discipline through the friction, you generate a very specific output: momentum. Momentum operates on the physics of compounding returns. Small, consistent actions gradually multiply their own impact over time. What starts as an agonizingly slow grind of difficult effort eventually spins up into massive, visible results. To the outside world, this progress will look like it happened overnight. Long-term success relies entirely on math, not luck. It is the inevitable accumulation of thousands of disciplined micro-decisions. The timeline that matters is the immediate present. The only actionable moment you will ever possess is right now. You must take complete responsibility for your habits, your choices, and your future. No external force is coming to save you, and no plan will do the work for you. When you eventually look back on your journey, you will recognize that those periods of intense struggle and the specific days you almost gave up were the exact forge that built your new capabilities. Stop waiting for permission to begin. Take the first imperfect step immediately, because any forward movement is infinitely better than standing still.